Georgetown, a new breed of refs, hug a ball player. First half, Allen Iverson way up high, but that's goaltending, and we're glorifying goaltending. Iverson touch to shock Yaya Ja. No relation to Rufus and Shaka Khan. Iverson, the Hoyas win. The Hoyas.
Iverson fake the three, comes to a jump stop and hit it. Boy, he's spectacular.
Shared the wealth over there tonight.
Iverson, oh my! He just breaks you down. There's no way you can guard Allen Iverson one-on-one. Is concerned. Iverson underneath and scores. I don't know how in the world he found the basket there. He was in a crowd.
And Iverson blasts away for 24 points on the night.
To the bucket. You don't want to be on your heels retreating against Allen Iverson.
And kicked it right to Iverson. They won't catch him.
There's no way.
Oh, Thomas off the point. The Georgetown lead is 2. Iverson. That'll take him out of the game. Thrown into Abrams. And Granger lost the ball. Ow! Came away with it. And Georgetown ends its road losing streak.
Iverson, he can explode.
More powerful than a locomotive.
And to Iverson, nice catch to the hole.
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
Just jump higher than your opponent. Something good's going to happen.
Starting lineups, kind of an oddity these days. Memphis's starting 5 has been the same for all 21 games this year. For Georgetown, Williams, their leading rebounder, and Allen Iverson, their leading scorer.
How about this, Jim?
Yep.
Neither center jumped for the other team, but he didn't get that.
Not that one. That's only the 4th time this year he didn't control the opening tip. Iverson from the baseline with a floater for 2. Garner with
An unusual situation as center, shooting your fouls for you as a designated teammate.
Look at Iverson dribbling through traffic.
How about the look away to freeze everybody defensively?
7-7. Memphis overall in that game a little bit horrible from the field as Iverson hits his 3rd bucket. Iverson, I think, quickly is able to chase that one down.
Dangerous matchup here. Johnson got caught on Iverson. He's got 2 fouls already.
It's the 3, and Iverson is red hot early. Yaya Ja, number 14, has come in for Georgetown. Also a sub here, John Gales for Memphis. Iverson, 5 for 5. Around and still comes back out with it. Iverson, 6 for 6.
Talk about float like a butterfly, fly like a bee. He can do it.
Look at him running the floor. Henderson, that should be goaltending. Job called for it. Iverson at the other end.
What blazing speed we're seeing out here. It's incredible block. Henderson going up, and Jim, I think that it was a good, clean block.
Yeah, it was. I thought maybe at first glance it had touched the glass already.
And then Allen Iverson was off running, and he just ratio where it's been. There's another one.
We saw it coming. Iverson with Wilson defending. Put him on the line for 2. Michael Wilson called for his 2nd.
I'm going to make a statement right here. I don't think there's anybody in the country that could have gone one-on-one in the fast break and not had their shot blocked by Wilson other than Allen Iverson. Iverson and Ray Allen 1-2 in scoring, but also 1-2 in the recent week in field goal shooting percentage.
They 8 ahead of him. Game. Able to get the 3 back, but Iverson with the steal. Boy, is he great at that. Iverson puts it up for 2.
Clock. John Thompson doing something a lot of top-notch coaches do. Say the object is to win the game. Don't worry about the margin. Here's where Iverson palms the ball 3-4 times and gets it off.
Johnson on another 3 attempt.
Lob.
Here it comes, Williams.
Great eye contact between Iverson and Williams.
With the fingertips, Jerome Williams banks it home. Georgetown by 18.
Statistically, but in terms of his career, but this is as fine an all-around game as I've seen. He's really...
Iverson, wow, that one was really lofty. lofted into the sky. Audience, here's what you were talking about, Bill.
Yeah, watch this. That's just that lob. Harrington, another real smart play in his part. He realized Wright won't come out on him, so he becomes the outlet.
Iverson +1. Iverson has 29.
Never been afraid to take it in among traffic. Good bounce pass. Nice sit down there. Page really doing fundamentally sound things on that play. Watch him sit down and get that bounce pass through. Creates the real low angle, and the ball will come up nice and soft. Excellent fundamental technique.
For 30. Got it. And there you have it. An 81-60 final.
Well, not indicative of what we thought was going to happen after they played the first 20 minutes.
You said Georgetown was not that high in the RPI. This one will give them a boost.
Over Maryland, we get set for number 11 Georgetown against the third-ranked team in the country, the Huskies of Connecticut, on Big Monday, presented by Bud Light. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler, along with my running mate, Dick Vitale. UConn, 14 straight in the conference. That ties a Big East mark, Dick. Right now, they're on a tremendous run, 23 in a row. But the team that Georgetown played over the weekend, Memphis, might have been a good warm-up for this one.
I thought it was really a good test, a good preliminary. Psychologically, they needed a big win, and they got a great win over Memphis. They played brilliantly. They had balance. They had Iverson for 30 and Harrington for 27. For them to have a shot to win tonight, John Thompson's got to design offensively shots for Othella Harrington. He has to be involved offensively.
Let's take a look at the Buick starting lineups tonight. First, for Jim Calhoun's UConn Huskies, Sheffer and Allen in the backcourt. Rudy Johnson and Kirk King, who's coming off a good game of 13 points and 8 rebounds. And then Travis Knight, the senior, who's so much improved in the last couple of years. For John Thompson, Iverson and the freshman Victor Page in the backcourt. Boubacar Au and Jerome Williams up front. And as Dick mentioned, Othella Harrington's been coming on when they desperately need him. He had a 27-point, 10-rebound, double-double over the weekend. Kevin McHale, the Timberwolves. Jerry West to the Lakers. Lee Rose of the Bucks in the middle. It is Scout Night as they take a look at two of the very best in the country in Ray Allen and Allen Iverson. Try to turn around on the baseline.
He was dominant against Lorenzen Wright, one of the best big people in the country. Allen Iverson, right out of the gate.
Here we go. To give him the long step, I guess.
Sheffer made a great pass the length of the court.
Length of the court drive the other way. Out trapped on the baseline. Now Iverson around the traffic. Inside.
Oh, what a big-time move. Super scintillating, sensational. The little guy, Allen Iverson. Oh, they're pumped up. They are so pumped up here tonight. Boy, of heaven right now. There goes Iverson. Look at him explode to the basket. Great body control, hanging right into traffic. Look at him take the ball right into traffic. Took that right at McHale, right at Jerry West. He says, you guys want a piece of this too? You want to try and get a piece of it? Notice saying, we want you. We want you.
Yeah, who would? There's the numbers, leading the Big East in scoring and steals, and looking for his 8th point already. And we're less than 7 minutes into the game.
Might be my choice, point guard, All-Americans. You look at McHale. Chart those notes, Kevin. Come on out, Kevin. Ray Allen's got to get active.
Another steal by Iverson. Straight up with it again off the glass.
What an amazing show we're watching right here early in this game. Jim Calhoun's got to get a timeout. He gets one. He's got to settle the Huskies down, baby.
His 98th and 99th steals of the season already tonight.
What a defensive back he would be. Think about it. What a quarterback he would be with that superb quickness and anticipation ability.
How about the adjustment to go way high on the glass when he knew he was going to be pressed by Knight to get a hand in his face.
And look at him change direction. His eyes are up. For all you young people out there, you watch when he dribbles, his eyes are up. Jerome Williams with a big smile. 100 steals, a Georgetown record.
For 2 tonight out there.
0 for 3 for the game. Trying to deny him the basketball, keeping it out of his hand.
Iverson with a steal ahead to Page.
Count it. Oh, hello. Up and away. They're rocking and rolling at the White House right now. The press just jumped up for joy for his alma mater. For about a moment. We're going to watch Iverson right now. Look at him getting over the top. Look at him getting over the top of the screen. Very active, a deflection. And then he knows what to do once the deflection is grabbed. He kicks it out to his partner, to his sidekick. He says, take it away, Victor.
It'll happen in the first half, so it's our lose benefit. 8:21 left in the half. Iverson.
I'm sure is going to settle down at some point in this game and give a heck of a run.
Well, Iverson's got his 5th steal and his 13th point.
On tails.
He might end up with a triple-double the way he's working on it. He's got 13 points and 6 steals. Looking for a pick, goes inside to Harrington. Was a nice pass, and O'Fella finishes it off.
Down to 12.
Iverson's going to let that shot clock work down. We're under a minute-and-a-half game clock, and now under 10 on the shot clock.
Learning to manage the clock, utilize the clock.
He sizes up Ricky Moore and buries it over.
Hey, if you're going to use the clock.
Well, they throw another one away. Not what they wanted to do. 13th Husky.
Oh, nobody stopped.
Iverson.
Oh, up and away, Jam City. Nobody stopped the ball, Brad Nessler. Nobody stopped the ball. That's a no-no, especially with an explosive guard like Iverson. You got to jump in front of him. You got to make him pick up the dribble. You got to make him get the ball out of his hands.
Setting at the distance, and he shows the spring. He's got 17.
That's a mismatch.
You were definitely in over your head at the SU, weren't you?
I was over it.
1 for 10 from the floor. Page for 3. Got it. Comes out of the heap with it. Trying to run, but he runs right into 3 gray jerseys again, and another steal by Iverson.
And he throws it away. Allen Iverson with that one hand wants to cradle it and take it to the goal.
20 points for Sheffer. Wasn't for Sheffer, they'd have called this thing off on a TKO already. Iverson off the glass, a little bit of everything. Sheffer, length of the court, left hand, blocked by Harrington. Now it's Iverson alone.
He'll get a good shot right here. He'll get a good shot right here. Look at that bounce, like a Spalding, like those big balls. He's just a rubber, boom, hands the guy. Allen Iverson is a giant when the ball's in his hands. And he has struggled big time, Mr. Allen.
10 points for Ray Allen. Allen Iverson, 24. Going to go one-on-one with Ricky Moore. Kicks it out to Nichols for 3. Got it!
I'll tell you, Nichols now living up to that reputation.
Thank you, Ron Franklin. 15-point Georgetown lead, and Iverson just padding things now. He's got 26.
You can help solve something like that if you allow the kids today to earn some money as Iverson comes out to a big ovation. Look at Allen. Look at Allen. He deserves. Get more hugs. Get more squeezes. Come on, you deserve more, Allen. You're the king of the town tonight.
All Georgetown. Final from USA Arena. The Hoyas snap the 23-game winning streak of the Huskies in their 14-0 run in the Big East with a 77-65 victory. For Dick Vitale and our entire ESPN group, Brad Nessler saying so long from Landover. Let's head back to Chris Bob.
Take it, blocked by Harrington. Lead pass Iverson.
Iverson still hasn't hit a 2-point field goal tonight.
Tried to get some penetration inside, but his path was cut off.
But he's hit 3 after 3. That's his 6th 3.
Some words with Ted Valentine. There are lessons to be learned here tonight at Georgetown. You won't play in a more hostile environment the rest of the way. No, they won't, because the Big East Tournament's held at a neutral site in Madison Square Garden, and then the NCAA Tournament is coming up. So it's going to be important for the Hoyas, even if they don't win this game, to learn something by this game. What a pleasure it's been to watch Iverson. It's number 2. He has 11. The lead is 10. You let Iverson go. It's something you won't see in the stats what he did defensively on Iverson. Nichols. And we talked about a few minutes ago, their last game is at Miami. If they finish 10-8 in the conference, they have a great chance of carrying wins to get to the NCAA Tournament. We see the Hoyas going in the locker room.
Boy, Georgetown wants to turn this into a track meet. Villanova would like to play half court at a time.
starting next week. All in New York at Madison Square Garden, of course. Turnaround, Harry.
One of the things I noticed about Williams against Ray Allen last week is I think Williams may be a half-inch taller. He's almost 6'5".
Iverson trying the lane foul call. Upper body and strong, much stronger than he would appear for his size.
Exactly. You're looking at all muscle there. Body fat content be 0 on Allen Iverson. And the other thing about it is he doesn't mind taking his body into traffic. He's fearless in that regard.
5-4 Hoyas. Iverson makes it 6-4.
In their win against. So they ought to be able to cover the perimeter pretty well.
Victor Page, the freshman. Pass forward for Iverson, lets it fly for 3.
Tremendous technique by Allen Iverson. He ducked on in, and that little duck-in move he made before the jumper backed off the defense. Villanova stays in the box and 1.
Ja off the front eye, way up is Iverson.
Nice smart play by Allen. Pulls it back out, get things organized.
Now for 3. Off the back rim and a collision. Iverson goes
They're both down.
Well, he'll get 3 shots from the free throw line, Allen Iverson.
Well, you go across the line on Allen Iverson. Been to the foul line this year 200. This will be 240 times. Makes it so tough on people. He's got the great perimeter shot, can finish on the break. And then the minute you think you've got him in half court, he'll penetrate inside and go to the line.
Tuesday night, Georgetown lost to Providence 84-77. Iverson had 34 points in the defeat. And he is rejected. Boubacar sends Iverson away. Iverson pulls up, wasn't ready for, got his own rebound.
Oh! How about that one? Double clutched it at the end. That would have been the 3rd on. There's Iverson on the jumper. Nobody blocking him out. He senses where the ball's going to go and takes off. Turns the corner. There's his double clutch. Puts it back.
Our country. And you probably don't recognize too many of the names ahead of him there unless you live in those regions.
Well, it used to be something when Pete Maravich back in those days in the 60s. And
this game is going on at halftime of your game. We will send you out there for some bonus coverage. Let's go back to Georgetown, Villanova. It's 32-24, play underway with 7:16 left in the first half.
What he needs is freedom. He's in both on and off the court. It's important for him to have freedom. And there's a point well taken there. And that's how he coaches this young man.
Ellistan picked up a
jump shot.
Iverson driving baseline and made it.
Boy, I'll tell you, there are not many guys that you'll see that size that will go right at big people. Challenge them not only with their leaping ability and quickness, but also with guts. Now watch this. Allen goes right in there. Lawson does a pretty decent job on him. He just overpowers him. Terrific play. I said jump shot because he was wide open, but what happens is the ball was, when it was swung over there, he's wide open. You go out to challenge him. He's just so quick, he goes by. Pete Gillen said the other day after the... How about how patient Iverson has been in this ball game? Not to try to do too much. When it's available, take over. Now that's fine. 6 feet to 16. You say, boy, you make a mistake here. They'll have to...
Victor Page.
That goes.
Look at Iverson there to cheer him after that effort.
Well, there's the difference between Allen Iverson this year and last year. You know, he'd get in an emotional roll and just try to score every time he touched it. Now he looks for his spots, and there he is.
Nails another 3.
He gets a better shot.
20 points. Iverson takes it in, the jumper off the mark. Al rebounds. His bank is a miss and biggest rebound. 6 seconds left. Page trying to get it to Ja. Iverson in the air. Yes.
Biggest with another freshman mistake. Tries to make a play with 6 seconds to go. Iverson has put on some show.
22 points for Iverson at halftime, 54-40.
$100 on that phone charge. Pretty big phone bill. Got the card in the Alaskan shootout in '94. I mean in '94.
That is Cornegay with a jumper. 12 points for him. Back the other way comes Iverson.
Play Iverson on the wing against any zone. There he is.
This is the Jerome Williams.
John dumped on him. There he goes.
Hoya's control. Nichols alertly grabbed the loose ball.
How about that crossover?
Jumper and Nichols rebounds. 2 on nobody. Celestin and Brown for Villanova. Page for Georgetown.
Oh, 1-4 right here. How tough is this to stop?
Iverson, impossible.
You know, I really thought that you'd see a lot more 1-4 against.
I think he can do about anything he wants as an athlete based on what he has shown in college basketball. Take us back to the Hoyas.
How about this race for Player of the Year in the Big East? When you start talking about. The other thing that, of course, becomes a matter of conversation. John Thompson has had 22 NBA draftees, 6 in the first round. He has never had a player leave early to go in with the player of the time out there. Here's the offensive set I'm talking about for NCAA Tournament. Georgetown gets you down. They put Iverson out here at the top. 4 guys on the baseline. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to send 2 guys out and take the ball away from him? I think that's the best move, as opposed to being out here with him all by yourself. There he goes. Forget it. I think you got to rush him with.
Kevin Cox, the senior.
There he goes.
He's got a freebie. Goes out to Jerome Williams.
That's the different Allen Iverson. Then it was brought to my attention. And they're off and running again. Here he comes.
Iverson in traffic. That's what you mean by tough.
I mean, he's tough. He's unbelievable. How many times can he take it inside, get banged to the floor, and still make it work? John going to go ahead to the bench now. Terrific game by Williams, who's now out. Iverson out of there. Here he comes. Great teamwork here. He hits his senior counterpart, Williams, who's had an outstanding performance. This club's going to be a tough out in the NCAA tournament.
37 points for Allen Iverson.
Had to win just to get here to meet Georgetown. Lost the grip on it. Iverson all alone. 3 go.
And that's not a bad idea, though. If you're going to get hurt.
For a little guy, and he's going to bump him as much as he can. He left him open there, and he paid the price.
Well, it's a long night, but when he's starting to shoot like that, it's almost like Jordan making jumpers.
Yep. I think Williams actually knocked it in, but I guess Rich will get the ball. A fella on the run.
Big fella. Well, you get the puppies up and down. The kid will find you. Great off the dribble, and the great ones can do that. Come in. This is just great vision and feel, and you got to center and get the puppies up and down. Center Arena, MSG.
Iverson.
They do with a kiss. The kiss back. Oh, he's so delightful when he uses that bounce to ecstasy, and they are keen defensively to keep him from getting into the area.
Allen still holding his hand after having that one knocked away in the baseline by Norris, but he looked good with this move and the adjustment in midair to.
You see that little spurt?
Look at the feet.
Yeah, I mean, just a spurt. I mean, he can dance with the dribble.
Left hand's bothered him.
Yeah, it sure is.
See how the right hand is from the free throw line.
Ironically enough, he's not the greatest free throw shooter in the world, even though he's an excellent shooter. Rips that one.
Well, you are picky, let me tell you.
By golly, by James, and Miami by 4.
Well,
Iverson has the answer for that.
He likes to give it one little quick shot to the midsection.
That's why they always take us the long route.
Never been accused of that.
You saw the free throw differential. Team for Allen. Williams. Iverson. Got the roll.
Boy, he's got some elevation and, of course, the touch at the end.
And Williams runs with it. Back to Williams from Iverson with a finger roll.
Nice dig.
Number 16 in the country go to the locker room with the lead thanks to Allen Iverson's 15 points. At Madison Square Garden thanks to Allen Iverson and Georgetown, the 6th-ranked team in the country. And Iverson went to work for 16 Raft in the first half.
Well, the footwork of Fred Astaire, the bounce pass of Q's and Magic, the freeing up and using the bumps like all those shooting guards in the NBA, and the head to prevail.
He's helped his team. And Iverson with his steal.
The pilferer.
3 on 2. Takes it himself.
Amazing. Not a good entry pass. I mean, how? Look at the jam up around the foul line. How can you read that entry with the likes of this around? Extraordinary.
Stayed with that one, even though it was almost ripped out of his hands. And you made a great point. He plays defense like a cornerback plays defense in football. And somebody has said that this guy is the quickest guy they've ever seen. Many people, scouts included, have said quickest guy they've ever seen with the ball. Quickest guy I've ever seen in a football uniform is Deion Sanders. Whether I like his game or not doesn't matter, but he is that fast. And this guy is almost the college basketball equivalent, I think.
And had good force by Rich.
Iverson, a good look at a 3. Too good a look. 21 for the little guy. 10th board.
He just sets up the pick, gives him a good look. Say goodnight.
Man.
This is when you don't have enough timeouts. Given to you, as Othello doesn't have anything, but playing with, and this is what I admire the most. Look at him. He takes away the defensive maneuvering, and Allen able to compliment this time Jerome offering that body up. And he noticed we tried, and he keeps attempting to destroy.
It's a nice catch. Iverson got a pick, and he'll use it. Got it.
Oh, my goodness. How about the way he kept his pivot foot without walking? Just amazing. Little pry earlier, and then he ended up with the deep one. Establishing the pivot foot. Now, the quick feet. Well, this is the end of it now, as he didn't get it and ends up with that good-looking stroke. Next trip down, he runs the baseline. Takes a great angle to get it to the goal. So, I mean, he mixes it up, and he hurts you from different spots on the floor.
Almost identical to the last time around. He doesn't have the 10 steal now in Madison Square Garden. He's had some huge games.
He's a big center iceman.
Brad Nessler, Bill Raftery from New York. Iverson leaves it for Williams. Nice move, Jerome Williams.
How about the English on the release? I mean, the proper intelligence on the defensive end. Adequate on the spread. His wealth of information around the world. Some people.
And another.
Within.
There you go. There goes the conservatism.
Within what they give you.
36. Here in the final 3.5. Iverson the push. Williams waits and delivers. 18 for Jerome. History. If he hits this. 38.
That your bus driver is a large individual, because usually they're jolly. Makes up for the rest of the evening.
38 points. There's the most points Big East tournament action. Daniel Marshall, who was sensational for UConn. 94, he had a 42-point game. Allen Iverson joining Danya Abrams and Dana Barros with 38-point outing tonight.
Well, he started the night off right.
A 30-point rout over Miami, thanks to those two guys, Jerome Williams and Allen Iverson. Iverson with 38. Williams had 20 to go with 16 rebounds, and the Hoyas cruise into the semifinals for John Thompson as they go to 25-6 on the season. That's going to do it for this one from the Garden. For Bill Raftery and our crew, Brad Nessler saying so long. Don't forget Providence and Villanova on ESPN coming up shortly, and Reese Davis will have all the scores when we come back. Barry and myself with you. Iverson. 3.
Oh, I'll tell you, the trifecta's falling tonight. Allen Iverson. Iverson streaking, baby. Net right now. 2-3.
Celestine blocked by Iverson, and Iverson on the out.
Oh, you ain't gonna catch him, baby. Hello! Hello, New York. This is my kind of town. Allen Iverson sparring in the big city, in the Big Apple. Victor says, I like that, Allen. I like that, Allen.
Iverson with 11 off the break on the turnover. And you can't turn it over against the Georgetown Hoyas, as they do so often. They will make you pay the price. They're up 6. Rewind of Allen Iverson's performance against Villanova on Saturday. Regular season finale, a rout 106-68. He was part of the rout. 37 points and 8 rebounds. What a shot that was. And what a start he's already had. Bella pulled it off the backside. Iverson will bring it and deliver it.
Got it. Got to get a timeout. Get it to you.
To help out. Iverson around Evers now. 3 guys were on him. It didn't matter.
I'll tell you, just incredible. You could sit here and all watching this kid just cool off a little bit. Nice
Iverson
pass.
down low.
Nice pass. Page and Mr. Iverson making music together.
Villanova 6 out of 7 from the floor this half. And it hit the backboard, I think.
Yes, and it goes over to Villanova. Goes over to Villanova.
We've got a timeout with 15:29.
John, I'll tell you, he knows what he's doing on that sideline, the big fella.
There's nobody even 8 feet away from the basket. They spread it out, and he does it.
I mean, it's impossible to stop him. I'm going to tell you something. At the next level, when they try to play man-to-man, forget about it. Who's going to bring it? It's all over. Here it is. Exclamation point. Jam City. Hello. The bus driver's running out. Steve, the bus driver's running out. He's starting the bus. This one's academic. It's over, Fowler. It's over.
Championship, the 6th-ranked Hoyas of Georgetown against the number 3 Huskies of UConn. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler with Dick Vitale. Welcome back to Madison Square Garden. We've had great action all week, but Dick, this has Final Four feel to it. Number 3 against number 6, and 2 shining stars that haven't disappointed us this week.
At the starting lineups first for John Thompson's Hoyas. Othello Harrington, Boubacar Au, and Jerome Williams up front. Allen Iverson's been sensational, but Victor Page, freshman record 34 points last night in the semifinal. And Williams controls to Harrington.
So important in the first meeting. Georgetown really put the hurt on Connecticut in the first 4 minutes. They had great pressure.
And the bell for the first basket of the ball game.
Georgetown running it up quickly.
Othello on the other end.
He's going to need a lot of help.
I talked to Ray Allen and said, all the people Georgetown ran at him, and he said they didn't run any more at me than we have to run at Iverson.
Look at the way he handles that rock. Oh, he got hit. He got a great look. 2-man game.
Iverson, the dish on the baseline. Au, outlets to Iverson for the jumper, and Sheffer got it.
Well, the one thing is they're not intimidated by the pressure.
For Boubacar Au for Georgetown, and Jahidi.
The open shot. They're really trying to control Iverson, making the game a half-court game for him.
Nichols, a good outside shooter.
Yeah, scouting report.
Like anything but a senior now. Iverson got the care of and brings it himself.
Ricky Moore's got to work on his shot a little more to become a better threat.
Iverson worked his way.
They're doing a great job on him, really making him have to adjust his shot while he's in the year. He hasn't had a clear jump shot yet tonight.
His only field goal was down underneath.
There was the drive to the basket. He should use his speed more. Forget the jump shot and attack the defense.
There's the long jumper.
He said, yeah, I like the way Williams rebounds and then wheels out with the basketball to put pressure on the defense.
Iverson got a pick from Harrington, kicks it out to Tuomo, and he buried a 3.
Tuomo steps right
up by King.
King really hustling, following, but what a pass by Ray Allen. Oh, look at that look. Oh, we got all kinds of plays. This performance by Marbury, 25 points and no assists. And there's the 3M game from Arnold Red Armback. The father earning a free agent, but Tumbo. He's going to get Iverson passing and hang.
Steal by Au.
Au. Good defensive player, but a good defensive player. Oh, they come back. The best freshman in America. Sorry, Stephon. You're the best little guy. Sharif's the best big guy.
Everybody played Sharif Shadow in Georgia in high school. Lob underneath. Iverson saved it. Othello with a hook.
I'll tell you, what a great catch. The last 15 minutes, it's been a struggle.
Page for 3. Got it.
I'll tell you, Victor really, and they can hang and be 5 down with him being shut out for such a long period of time and such a key integral part of this offense. Here's that 1-4.
Kirk King and Ricky Moore, the reason that the Huskies are only trailing by a handful. With 2:20 now left in the ball game, 10 on the shot clock.
Yes, John Thompson has decided to use the shot clock. Simply go to isolations.
Iverson at roll.
Let's see if they go back to the 1-4 set again. Yes, he's going to go exclusive with that there to the end of the game. There they are. Nothing complex. 1-4, dribble down the clock, and then a little schoolyard one-on-one, baby.
Well, while this second half was not as pretty as the first half, it's a 3-point game with 1:20 to go. We couldn't ask for anything more.
And all it is right now, partner, it's me against you. You try to stop me with my quickness.
Iverson.
Georgetown will get the ball back. Now he's looking to dribble and penetrate and possibly kick it out.
10 on the shot clock.
He's going to try to kick it out. A little handoff.
Allen with Iverson on him, throws one up. It goes!
Off balance! Unbelievable!
Georgetown can win if they score. Iverson with 7, with 6, fades. Missed it. Williams rebound. He missed it as well. UConn survives.
Connecticut wins their first Big East championship, this group of people. And then Allen Iverson had a chance to win it. He had a chance to put it there. There's the fadeaway J. They've been falling all week long, but that time it bricks it. And look at Jerome Williams climbing the glass. And there it is. It rolls away. What a super finish.
Leading the Georgetown Hoyas and making them a legitimate threat to get to the Final Four for the first time in 11 years. It revolves around its backcourt. Allen Iverson and Victor Page, who was the MVP of the Big East Tournament. And Boubacar Au knocked the ball away. And Iverson's first shot gives Georgetown the lead.
The ultra quickness on the perimeter of Georgetown. He was just concerned about taking care of the basketball, not giving up easy baskets.
Now the Devils leading, but Iverson quickly changes that. Shortly, we're
getting good shots, and certainly Georgetown, a team that averages 5 blocks a game, you're getting those shots challenged or blocked. That's when you want to pull it back out, content with breaking the press, and run your half-court offense.
Iverson with a great move, lost the ball, but it comes back to Harrington.
You watch the move one-on-one. Now Iverson goes through his legs about 3 times. It's giving you the whole repertoire right there. He gets himself in the paint and actually gets his shot blocked. Othello Harrington very fortunate.
And the Hoyas come out running Iverson, 3-on-1.
Great pass.
It was that marvelous Jerome Williams walk, but Iverson, an incredible ability to wait until the last instant.
Well, he really did, and I think he waited so long in his ability to penetrate. He over-penetrated. He hung right there, and I think he really faded out.
Delta Devils, 3-point Georgetown lead. There's the part of Iverson's game that seems to improve each time he plays, Larry.
And so he
lost both of its stoplights. The state took them away because of lack of traffic.
Talk about traffic. Iverson with the ball.
Play. The one way you can beat it is by shooting the ball well from the perimeter. A couple of 3-point field goals by Deion Barnes off the bench have given Oklahoma the 2-point lead.
12-12 left in the first half, 11-9.
Rebound and transition, you're always looking for opportunities to run.
This is where they've just been outstanding, although Iverson now picks up his second foul. Both have been charging fouls in transition.
And what can happen sometimes is you start to go to the well and you start getting a lot of success. Right there, Iverson gets a little bit cute with the basketball, and instead of jump stopping,
Andreas Rucker could not finish. Yaya Diop, great pass to Iverson.
Hey, maybe heard this. Interestingly enough, you expect, or at least associate, a lack of quickness. Oh my goodness. Hey, that's pretty quick. That kid gets up to his slow move.
Give the 10-second call.
You see the quick move there by Iverson on the baseline, just reacting before the defense and the help side had any chance to respond. You see man coming over, and he's pretty much boxed out of the play, but Iverson gets to the rim before anybody has a chance.
First one he had early this year was against Arizona in the preseason NIT. Georgetown lost. It won't be a problem today. Well, he has been the...
Too many of these. He had one or two, but certainly not all out Michael Jordan. Watch, this is Iverson slants and cocks the ball.
Hey, that might get you a 10 in a slam dunk contest.
And a huge ovation from the crowd as Iverson leaves. 27 points, and he's only played 19 minutes.
That's good coaching.
I don't realize that that lower part of his body, and he gets you on his wallet, there's no getting around way.
Look at Iverson, just spectacular. 31.
NCAA Basketball Championship.
But they fully believe that a Virginia native, Allen Iverson, is going to be their key to getting there this year.
Well, Allen Iverson showing why he was a first-team All-American this year, and he scored in all sorts of fashions. He was tremendous at finishing on the fast break. In the half-court offense, he was a perfect 3-for-3 from behind the arc, and when needed, was able to create shots for himself off the dribble, get close to the basket, and even finish with some spectacular dunks.
And Victor Page.
They want to fatigue you mentally, force you into making poor decisions, and then beating you off those poor decisions.
Harrington missing a rebounding Page's miss, and it's Iverson for three. A look at Harrington again, and this time
because of the pressure that Georgetown will apply, his ability to handle and take care of the basketball, Gibson never turns it over.
4 quick New Mexico fouls. Iverson seemed like he barely played Friday and still had the 4th best scoring game thus far in the tournament. He did not have any assists Friday. And, you know, normally you'd look at that as a point guard and say, oh, that's kind of strange, but he didn't need any.
No, he didn't. He only played 25 minutes. You're right. It seemed like he was barely on the floor, but his particular job description against Mississippi Valley State was to put the ball in the hole, let the other guys make.
By White, off to the races. Iverson now pushes it ahead. This is what Georgetown has to do more of, try to get in the open court. Because if they don't get the initial shot, Jerome Williams there for the putback.
And Iverson beats everybody to the bucket for 2 here, but he's in a little bit of foul trouble here.
Picked up his 3rd at the 4:31 mark. It was a tie game then.
This has been an inside game, hasn't it, Clark?
Everything's been happening in the paint at both ends. Here's a nice steal. Smith inside, sweet finish through the foul on White.
And Georgetown trails 35-32. In the Southeast, in Orlando, Temple, and Cincinnati, another great.
You made that point before the break that Gibson, only averaging 4 shots per game, really not looked upon to shoot the outside shot, but you've got to make Iverson play both ends of the floor. If you get him to work hard defensively, maybe you can take away from some of what he likes to do offensively.
Of course, the Lobos would love to pick up that 4th foul on Iverson to stop that. His 3rd three.
Now you got to get back. That was quick alert play by David Gibson. You want to make plays on the ball. You want those palms to be up, so you have quick, active hands. You don't slap down where you can reach in and grab that inadvertent foul.
Iverson fouled. And that's the 3rd now on
7-1. And then, of course, Kenny Thomas, but that's it as far as having any size and size available for Dave Bliss and the Lobos.
Jerome Williams saves it for the Hoyas. Georgetown has been so quick to lose balls in this game. Victor Page gets it to drop with a foul.
You know, anytime you can combine a fine shooting touch with great athletic ability, you can create these kind of scoring opportunities for yourself. Jerome Williams almost negated that play. He had thoughts of going up and tipping that ball in. Had he touched it, it wouldn't have counted. Iverson and
17 for Clayton Shields.
6 blocks for Georgetown, but certainly the courage of New Mexico, they're not backing down. It would have been easy to dribble that ball outside, but the New Mexico players still taking it right to the heart. So the Georgetown defense.
Ivy White has blocked 4 shots in this game. Iverson hits the 3. And that's with Spider Smith and his long arms right in his talk this year about how at times he feels like he's almost restricted Iverson, stifled the great creativity he has.
And I think it's been a growing process for both. John Thompson, of course, letting Iverson do his thing in many occasions.
Oh, look at that. What a pass by Harrington there.
Has only really played 7 or 8 players all season long. They have marvelous physical conditioning, but you're right, they've been worn down mentally. And when you get key players in foul trouble, it does wear on your psyche.
Now it's Iverson just running clock down. And it's been a big...
But the Hoyas have everything. Allen Iverson, who despite early foul trouble in both rounds so far, is averaging 28 points a game in the tournament. He's a good...
Georgetown, not only a team that has a chance to get to the Final Four, but also win a national championship.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. If they shoot the ball well, they have a very good chance. But what they have in Allen Iverson is a very special guard that can make plays. But what they've got going for them this year, they haven't had in the past, is the ability to get after you and get some things done. When you go against Georgetown and they press, you have to make a decision right as you get the ball. Either attack them at this point where you're at the half-court line. I guarantee you, if you don't, you put yourself in a position to go, and they will attack you. But different from the past, they now have the ability to not only come up with the steals, they're happy that they have a man that can help them convert those steals.
For Georgetown, Jerome Williams, Al Harrington, Allen Iverson, and Victor Page. Your officials at Hightower, Bill Gracie and Zelton Steed. And Georgetown controls the basketball. Here's Harrington inside, and he knocks off the glass.
Georgetown's going to make Texas Tech fight for everything they get. The question is whether or not they can last long enough in terms of...
And Iverson with the steal. Kicked out of bounds. Hoyas will get it back.
Iverson was chasing Jason Martin down the sideline and just kept going, because the smart thing to do is if you make your man come off, then Iverson just kept running and ran right into that pass. This is where I think Texas Tech is going to have problems. Martin trying to guard Iverson, anyone that can handle the ball with the same sense of certainty as Martin, and you get him in foul trouble, that really puts Texas Tech at a disadvantage.
Iverson turn around.
But he's established himself. He's got to get to the other side of the line and then catch the ball.
There's Iverson, his first three-pointer of the half by Cooper.
Cooper has been very, very active for them. It started at one point at the center position.
Iverson to the basket, reverse layup, and count it.
You see this thing that he turned his back on the basket. I mean, you and I have seen a lot of guys just lay him over their head, but you don't see this kind of play very often. He takes this thing, now watch him get to protect it. He just turns all the way and just throws it back over the top. I mean, that is some control. Watch, his back is completely to the basket when he lets it go. You're talking about skills.
LA has contributed almost $5.5 million to the scholarship funds of America's colleges and universities.
Success against it because you force Georgetown to foul, and if they have to foul, Texas Tech has been taking advantage of that. They were 10-15 in the first half.
Iverson pop it out, and he double dribbles. Allen Iverson Tipped out to Williams.
And a reminder that if you like this action, we are going to bring you this game. And
can be, they're the #1 seed, and they should be with that.
Allen Iverson.
I mean, this guy just seems to make up shots as he gets the
Long rebound out to 2-0. Iverson. Quick to the hole and a foul.
He got hammered. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know if you'll ever see anybody be able to do the hesitation and stay under control like Allen Iverson. One of his real strengths is that he can come at you, and he'll watch him stand up. He'll stand Corey Smith straight up. What? Don't go for it. Oh, there he goes. And once he's that, it's all recovery. And you see Smith get. He didn't know what hand to shoot it with. Overcar. Oh, that's a young fella with a two-hand.
19 the rim, and Georgetown trails.
The winner of UMass Arkansas.
Arkansas is the lowest remaining seed in the tournament.
Iverson sliding in.
And that doesn't happen very often.
Tech won the very first championship inside Bonowitz. And Iverson
on the foul line. He's used to making them in big games. If you look at the free throw numbers, Georgetown 26 of 38. Tech 23 of 35.
And on the evening, Iverson 8 of 14 from the free throw line.
First of all, it's pretty astounding when a guy gets 15 and he's going to have now 16 foul shots. And that's what makes the difference. That shows you how good and how quick he is when you get to the foul line that many times.
And the second shot by Iverson. Georgetown, UMass, Quinn, this is one everybody wants to see.
I mean, I'm excited like you. When two teams you're talking about here, with Georgetown, the way they come after you, the way they press you, this is going to be an exciting game.
When you look at Georgetown, they're led by Allen Iverson, and he not only is their leader in scoring, he also is their leader in their pressure defense.
The All-American does everything. What you like about him is his ability to make plays, particularly on the defensive end of the court. He's their point guard, but he's going to be very active for them. They'll go into their 1-3-1 full court press. Allen Iverson brings a lot of his skills, some of them being football related. If you're watching, just keep an eye on him. He moves up to cover the ball if he has to get there, and if the ball goes back, he goes to the middle. If it gets over his head, it is Allen Iverson's responsibility to get there and make a play, and make a play he does on a diagonal. He gets some steals. That's what they got to have if they want to make some plays on the defensive end.
When you look at UMass, Marcus Camby, obviously their leader. And first game, they clobbered Mississippi Valley. Then they went on to beat New Mexico, and they ended Texas Tech's 23-game winning streak, which at that time was the longest in the nation. Georgetown will be in the blue uniforms, UMass in white. Buckle up, folks. I have the feeling that this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. I've been dying for this game since Thursday, since we found out who was going to be to a shot blocker. They will go for it periodically. That's how you got a foul.
Iverson around the screen, and he'll go to the free throw line for 3 shots. Iverson, first team All-American, the defensive player of the year in the Big East Conference, steps to the free throw line. 68% free throw shooter on the season.
Well, we've seen him make some plays. I mean, he made a move the other night where he turned his back and flipped it over his head. I have not seen that done in basketball. That's one that you would equate on the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan kind of playing.
And Iverson struggling right now from the stripe. He had 32 points against Texas Tech. Took 29 shots, however. On the season, he's shooting 49% from the field. And he'll get the third to fall. Inside. First 2 points for him, and UMass with a 4-3 lead. Iverson slaps.
Come back here. It's him going there like that. Quickly into the middle before the defense could react. He had it in the hole.
And a turnover. Great pressure defense by Jerome Williams, and watch the All-American go.
He shakes him up a little bit. If Carmelo reaches, that's the mistake. But here's the second. Don't get there too late, Mr. Camby. There's a delivery coming.
Allen Iverson averaging 24.9 points on the season. Yesterday, Allen Iverson spoke about following UMass this season, and he really wanted to get a chance to play against them when they were the #1 team in the nation, and he feels that right now it's an even better opportunity to see how good he and the Hoyas are, and especially with what they have on the line now, getting the chance to go to the Final Four.
Gus, anytime you get a chance to go against the best and figure out where you are, you got to look forward to that. The good people, the good players like Iverson, always want to see where they measure up. This is it right here. This is the best team in college basketball today, the #1 seed in the tournament, and Allen Iverson and John Thompson wants to see where their team fits with regards to that.
On top of the Hoyas, 7-5. High pick and roll. Here's Iverson, pull-up jump shot.
Hoyas spent the first 30 minutes of their practice just sitting on the floor. He told me it was his way of pushing minds, spirits, and emotions back in order. And at this point of the tournament,
three-pointer for Edgar Padilla, and UMass takes a 10-5 lead. Here's Iverson. The ball.
Trying to get it back, but he's playing against some guards that won't necessarily get caught, I don't think, in the tit for tat.
Pounded by Page to Iverson. Nice look. Williams.
Iverson makes you come to him to guard him, and then Williams is smart to just stay in the lane because defense tends to go to their best offensive player. Now, if they do, they push the ball up to Allen Iverson, back to Jerome Williams. They get that off of a good defensive play. And then the next thing you have...
Carmelo Travieso shooting 40% from the arc on the season. Here's Iverson. Carmelo Travieso has hit his last 3 3-pointers. 3 of 5. Allen Iverson on the other end.
Teammates gave him a standing ovation, so you know they enjoyed the fact that he was all right. They let him know about it too.
And here's Mr. Iverson starting to heat up a bit. 12 points, 33 for Marcus. Here's Iverson. Being pressed by Travieso.
They've got him working awful hard. That's a long time to have the ball. But a team that makes you shoot bad shots, that combination with the fact that they get after you defensively means a low field goal percentage defensively and low numbers. Is that basket good? Oh, no.
Yes, it is. Allen Iverson.
Little fella, please. I mean, I thought he was checked off. I thought UMass had him exactly where they wanted him to check him off. Carmelo's right there in front of him. Little contact. He goes up. There's a reach. And they call it on Travieso. Dante Bright tries to get an offensive foul call. But you see Iverson, who's been trying to get some foul calls from the officials, got going on a little roll. Got to keep an eye on him now. You may have to run 2 after him just to get the ball out of his hands. He's starting to heat up.
Iverson now with quick release. Rebound Dante Bright on the backside. Tipped away, and Iverson is fouled by Padilla. That's the second foul on Edgar Padilla.
Had 5 steals in the last game, so he is the guy that gives you a lot of latitude as to what you do, both offensively and defensively with Edgar Padilla. He and Carmelo Travieso, they born on the same day in Puerto Rico. These guys really are in tune with each other, and I don't think it has much to do with born on the same day. Their spirit is so attached. You can see they're both very, very feisty guys. John Calipari.
60-43 UMass. And nobody thought that this game would end up like this. But right now, Othello in the school's history. Ahead, Iverson. Cutting to the basket. Loose ball picked up by Padilla, but he traveled.
He was on the ground with the ball, and he got up off the ground with it. That's traveling. You're not allowed to do that. Allen Iverson pushes the ball up. He gets there, tries to draw a foul, and actually gets himself off balance there a little bit.
And I say to you again, it looks as though he is trying to do too much, almost like he did his first year in school. He needs to bring it back a little bit. Understand, get it stopping and going. Your changing direction is your biggest advantage when you have the quickness of Allen Iverson.
And there he goes. The fact is that the SEC had only one team in the top 25 at the end of the regular. So Allen Iverson stepping to the free throw line, 1-1. Iverson, a sophomore. 2 more years to play here at Georgetown. 21 points. Make it 22. Here's 2-0 move, 3:40 on the clock. Allen Iverson.
He's got to go to work now, because he can create some shots for himself. He's going to have to. Man, because for most of them, this will be the biggest athletic feat that they've ever had in their life, just to participate in it. I can assure you that UMass, like all of the other 4 teams right now, Kentucky and UMass, have nothing but winning that in their minds. This is one of those feelings, gives you chills, brings back memories, good memories.
1976, Quinn Buckner and the Indiana Hoosiers going on to beat Michigan. And Allen Iverson takes